Investigation unfolding in Ventura County tonight involving a Camarillo plumber who detectives say poisoned an elderly customer to steal his money. The plumber was already facing murder charges in connection with another homicide when detectives discovered the sinister plot.
Mary Beth McDade is live in the KTLA News Center with the chilling details. MB. Mike and Chair, prosecutors were preparing their case against this Camarillo plumber for allegedly murdering a co-worker for financial gain. That's when they say they discovered some suspicious bank activity between the plumber and another man. That man had supposedly died of natural causes, but they say after exhuming his body, they learned he had actually been murdered with fentanyl. 38-year-old Rothery Foster, a plumber from Camarillo, was awaiting trial for murdering his coworker, 35-year-old Jose Velasquez, when Ventura County prosecutors say they made a startling discovery. Velasquez wasn't the first man Foster had allegedly murdered for money.
As they saw a troubling and similar pattern, the potential for murder for financial gain.
Foster was charged last summer for murdering Velasquez, whose body was found in the Santa Monica Mountains in October 2022. Authorities say they learned Foster had been using the victim's credit card.
That the defendant violently and forcibly took ATM passwords and checks from Velasquez and used those financial instruments for gas, cash, clothing, and food.
In preparation to prosecute Foster for Velasquez's murder, they obtained the victim's bank records and noticed several suspicious bank transactions between Foster's account and an account belonging to 72-year-old Bill Levy of Granada Hills. Prosecutors began looking into what the connection was between Foster and Levy.
Mr. Foster, it was learned, worked for a large plumbing company who had dispatched to the Granada Hills townhouse on several occasions.
They also discovered that Levy, who was never married and lived alone, had been found dead in his townhouse on January 10th, 2022, supposedly from natural causes. And all those suspicious deposits from Levy's account into Foster's took place the next day. Well, authorities thought that was too much of a coincidence and had Levy's body exhumed.
The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office performed the autopsy, and the results showed that Mr. Levy's cause of death was the effects of fentanyl, and they ruled Mr. Levy's manner of death as a homicide.
After further investigation, Foster was arrested for Levy's murder this past Monday. So, how did the medical examiner miss this years ago? Well, the DA says an autopsy was never originally conducted.
And the medical examiner had conversations with the primary care physician of Mr. Levy. There were conversations about the state of his health, and it was determined on the basis of those conversations that an autopsy was not needed, that most likely the cause of death was of natural causes.
Prosecutors say they've linked Foster to other crimes and other victims and tell us he has also served time in the early 2000s for manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon. For now, reporting live here in News Center, Mary Beth McDade.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. First and foremost, Kahalal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who have learned this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Hey, Shalom. So what we just watched here was a covetous man, all right, greedy for gain. All right, and these two people fell victim to this guy. And it's probably more people, you know what I'm saying, because he's using a drug, fentanyl, which is, you know, a drug that easily could be used to murder someone, but most of the time, you know, the medical examiners will probably say that the person died from either an overdose, or they may not even pick up on the fentanyl, you know, as in the case of the older gentleman who he almost got away with that. You know, he almost got away with it. So yeah, man, perilous times, man. Hey, for real. So you got to be careful out here. You know, and this guy was a plumber. You know, that's why whenever I have like people doing work around my house, or they come in, you know, maintenance man, whoever, I'm always watching them. But, you know, I've been that way from previous incidents. You know, where I had maintenance people stealing out of my apartment when I was, you know, living in apartments. And, you know, I'm always watching them. You know, and that's how you guys should be. That's how everybody should be right now. Because the love of many is waxing cold. I mean, these people are losing their damn mind. And how much more whenever this society goes cashless. All right? So people don't even have no money now, to the point to where they're poisoning people that they doing work for. Okay? He's doing work, which is where he makes his earnings. He makes his living as a plumber, and he's poisoning his co-workers and the people that he's performing services for. Okay? And I seen another video like that, actually a couple videos like this, but I think it was the Elder Hawad. He done a video where a lesson where I think it was a pizza delivery guy, and somebody had got some money from a lawsuit. I think it was his boss, and this was Jake. And Jake took the damn you know, he took the guy out, took his boss out, and had the money. You know, I think it was the guy had got like some money from a lawsuit or a settlement, or maybe it was some tax money or something. But yeah, so you can't even go to work, man. Perilous times, man. Perilous times shall come. All right, in the last days, and we in the last days. Okay, these are the latter days that we're living in. All right, and you're gonna have issues like this that you gotta look out for. You know, you can't just be out here, you know, just thinking that everything's sweet. You gotta watch everybody, even your coworkers. 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Okay? For the love of money is the root of all evil. You see? So that's what that was. That man was covetous for money. All right, now let's look this word up. Covetous. All right, covetousness is an insatiable desire for worldly gain. All right. Covetousness is an insatiable desire to find fulfillment, meaning, and purpose in things instead of in God. Let's see. Coveting is an ungodly desire for something that belongs to an other. It can lead to greed, stealing, jealousy, envy, even murder. All right, and that guy in that video we just watched, that was greed. He was stealing. All right, could have been jealous of his co-worker that he took out. which I believe that was a Issacharite, from the tribe of Issachar. All right, envy and murder. And in the case, he deleted. Okay, he erased. He erased both his co-worker and his employer. All right. Let's see if I had something else on there. No. But yeah, man. These are perilous times. These are the latter days. And to you people who don't believe that, just keep on believing till you meet a guy like that. That you working with him. The next thing you know, he got you in the trunk, ready to take you to a shallow grave and clear out your bank account. You know what I'm saying? These are the times that we're living in. That's a damn shame you can't even trust your coworker enough to just be around them. That's why I don't go to like company events and hang out with my coworkers. I don't even do it. It's been years since I've actually like went on an outing with the company. This is Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. Yeah. So he thought he had got away with murdering that older gentleman. You see? Let's see if I can pull it back up.
Hey, Wilson.
Okay.
For financial gain.
Foster was charged last summer for murdering Velasquez, whose body was found in the Santa Monica Mountains in October 2022. Authorities say they learned Foster had been using the victim's credit card.
That the defendant violently and forcibly took ATM passwords and checks from Velasquez and used those financial instruments for gas, cash, clothing, and food.
In preparation of...
See that? He used his credit card for gas, clothing, and food. So how much more when it ain't no money out here and everybody hungry? Okay, how much more are you going to meet or you going to run into a person like that? Like this guy right here on the screen right here. That's going to be almost every fucking person you run into. Okay, because wickedness is it's basically polluting the whole earth right now. And it's only going to get more wicked. Day after day is going to increase in wickedness. All right? And this right here was complete wickedness. To be covetous after somebody's credit cards. All right? Their money that they got in their bank account. So you can go and buy yourself some fucking clothes and a bite to eat.
prosecute Foster for Velasquez's murder. They obtained the victim's bank records and noticed several suspicious bank transactions between Foster's account and...
See that guy right there on the screen? He looked like he could be from the tribe of Issachar. You know?
An account belonging to 72-year-old Bill Levy of Granada Hills. Prosecutors began looking into what the connection was between Foster and Levy.
Mr. Foster, it was learned, worked for a large plumbing company who had dispatched to the Granada Hills townhouse on several occasions.
They also discovered that Levy, who was never married and lived alone, had been found dead in his townhouse on January 10th, 2022, supposedly from natural causes. And all those suspicious deposits from Levy's account into Foster's took place the next day. Well, authorities thought that was too much of a coincidence and had Levy's body exhumed.
The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office performed the autopsy, and the results showed that Mr. Levy's cause of death was the effects of fentanyl, and they ruled Mr. Levy's manner of death as a homicide.
After further...
You see there? So, Mr. Levy was also poisoned with fentanyl. Alright? So he had damn near got away with it, but he was greedy. So he had to do it to his coworker also. You know? Like I said, this book of Luke 12, Verse 2, Lord Yahushua speaking. All right, Yahushua, he saves, he delivers. All right, his name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahushua. Okay, the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, which means he exists. Yahushua, he saves, he delivers. Yahweh, he exists. He exists. Okay? His name is not no damn Jesus. All right? It's not no, in the Heavenly Father's name is not God. All right? So, red letters. All right? Red letters here. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. All right? So he thought he was getting away with some shit, and the Lord made it all come back full circle on his ass. Okay? You know, in which, you know, what happened to these guys, it was judgment. Okay? Because no one who whether you get murdered, die in a car accident, you know, fall out of an airplane, get killed in a landslide, get electrocuted to death, die from carbon monoxide poisoning, fentanyl poisoning. However it goes, it's all judgment from the Heavenly Father. Every morning, he rolls out judgment on the wicked. All right? He gonna bring out that judgment every day. All right? Every single day. So, they wasn't innocent either. You know, I'm just bringing this out for edification purposes. Wait a minute. Let's get got one more, then I'm gonna close up. Let's get Ephesians 5 and 15. Alright. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Alright? Evil means bad times, man. We're living in perilous times. Alright? Perilous. Bad times. Okay? Wherefore be ye not unwise. Don't be stupid, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Alright? So, with that being said, till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.